I'm glad to have this opportunity to talk about the topic mind and no mind. It is sometimes a kind of humor. If some people who are not interested in philosophy, they say, I never mind. And some people say, I do not mind. And some people, please don't mind me. Well, what is this mind? Whether this could be explained by science, whether it is possible to define mind, or whether it really exists. There is a lot of study about mind by different great scientists, psychologists, philosophers, and so on. But today I would like to talk about the concept of mind and the concept of no mind. The concept of mind is valid as far as the mind exists. How can one speak about something which is not existing? How can one elucidate something which is not in form or not accepted? So let us for a time being accept that there exists mind. Now, what is this mind? Is mind a physical part of our brain, or is it a physical part of any other part of the body, or whether it is a psychological phenomena? So all these investigations may end with one general answer, that there exists nothing physically as mind. Well, psychologists could say mind in terms of psychology, the human psychology. The human behavior science could explain mind, some people being happy, some people being sad, some people being active, some people are lazy, and so on. And for an industry or a big company where many employees are working, it is important to understand the behavior of the employees and how to have a coordination between the employees to have a success for the institution and so on. But my lecture is not for such reasons, or to explain a kind of which is a kind of lecture normally spoken in the personal department or so on, but it is mainly concerned with the philosophy of mind. Many thousand years back in India, there lived a great sage. His name is Adi Shankara. Adi Shankara was advocating the famous Vedic philosophy Advaita, which says everything except me is Maya. That which changes is not true, and that which is not changing is true. So everything except me is Maya. It means everything except me is not remaining the same. Everything except me changes. Everything except me never remains constant. So the me is not the physical body. The me is not the five senses which are coordinated in the body. The sense of seeing, the sense of hearing, the sense of touching, and the sense of hearing, and the senses of all the body. So it is not the permutation and combination due to the five body senses, but it is something which is not related to the body senses, but still something which remains as it was and as it is. So how one can see, or how one could realize this, and all these ways of meditation is explained by the famous sage Adi Shankara, who told everything except me is Maya. A few decades back, the famous saint in Tiruvannamalai, Sri Ramana Maharishi, who was also a very strong follower of Advaita, in one of his lectures, Who Am I? Sri Ramana says that the easiest way of knowing the one which is not changing within ourselves is by the inquiry, who am I? If one is going on investigating this, who am I? Am I the body? No. Am I the body senses? No. And so on. So one reach a state known as Turiya, which is even far beyond the deep sleep state, in which one can see through the window of the understanding, self-understanding, that it is the universal truth. It is, we are ourselves in the ocean of the cosmic existence, and we by ourselves are God, which is also told in one of the Vedas, Aham Brahmam Asmi. Now, coming to the main points of my lecture, mind. Mind is nothing but a cloud of thoughts. So these thoughts which are coming continuously from us, this cloud of thoughts creates a kind of false impression as mind. And if one gets rid of the thoughts, then there is no cloud of thoughts, so there is no mind. So it is a kind of state in which there is no interaction through our body senses, but still a deep state of meditation in which we still ourselves without mind, or in between two thoughts we nullify the thoughts slowly and slowly, and even before a new thought is going to arise, that period of time period in which there is no thoughts, no mind state, one could feel, one could experience the universal truth, the supreme truth, that who am I? So this is the message from Advaita, which I would like to